This is the advanced version of accelerations with the resistance tubes belt, and I've got the insulation wrapped around the resistance tubes as I've shown in other videos. This is going to be the most intense and vigorous workout that I've shown you so far. The advantage of having the belt on is that it frees up the hands. And when you start getting your arms pumping along with what you're doing, you can do that with the handles too. I haven't shown that version yet. But when you can free up your arms and get them to move along with your exercise, you can really get into an intense form of exercise. And when you do this at a very vigorous level, you are more than likely going to need to resort to doing some kind of an interval training. And you can play around with the intensities, work out at a lower intensity, longer work intervals, highest intensity, short workout intervals such as the Tabata, 20 seconds on, 30 seconds rest. So to do this, you just generally go ahead and you do your warm-up just as you would on any other day. You just do your jogging in place or whatever you're going to do to get your body temperature up and your muscles warmed up for about 5 minutes. Warm-up is really important when you're doing more intense routines. And then to get yourself going, you can just go ahead and do little step outs. And as I showed in the other one, basically what you're doing is one foot is dropping back, and from that dropped back foot, you're then pushing out. And you're getting your arms involved in it just a little bit. And as you start getting used to that, you can start getting a little more vigorous with what you're doing. Other takeoff foot, get a little bit more vigorous, and then you can just really go for it and get your legs really pumping, and really go for it and get your legs really going. And then you're going to be wanting to have some rest intervals mixed in with that. Now, I'm outdoors, so I have a little bit more room. Doesn't take much more room than in the hallway, so just adjust these to whatever space you have. But you don't need to just go forward. You can also go off in diagonal directions. So if I was going to go off to the right, I'd push off with my left foot and go off at a diagonal direction right. And if I was going to want to go off left, I'd push off on my right foot and go off on a kind of a diagonal direction left. And you can then obviously mix them up. Go forward and then get a diagonal work. Let it pull you back in. Then get a forward work. Pull it back in and then go another diagonal and let it pull you back in. And I tell you, you don't have to do many of these before you're going to really start digging into your anaerobic capacity. Now, before I finish off here, I'll go ahead and show you how you can also turn sideways and do lateral accelerations. So you're kind of jogging in place, and you push off to the side. Jogging in place, and you push off to the side. You can do little hop steps off to the side, going off to the side, and coming back. Turn it with diagonals. And of course, whatever you do, facing one direction, you're going to want to face the other direction. Try this out. It's really vigorous. You can make it as intense as you want. This adds some great variety to your workout. Give it a shot.